This is an underwater submarine where 100 players will be trapped in, trying their best to escape. These deep waters contain dangerous creatures, from sharks, eels, and even leviathans. Players are also set to hardcore mode, so they only have one life. This is the 100-player underwater simulation. Players hop on to realize they are scientists on board of a moving submarine, confused about how they actually ended up here. Phase 1. This time is for exploring, looting, and just straight up staying alive. It's a lot easier said than done. The main objective for them would be to attain some scuba gear. They can survive the world events that are to come. The scientists are very hands-on learners and decided to leave the submarine to get a hold of their surroundings.
Nah, this.
Oh god, there's eels, dude.
Honestly, it is a pretty place. These are the 3 species that are dormant around these parts. The first species being an eel, very common and often hostile. The second species being an octopus, not so hostile and they usually keep to themselves. Players will soon realize that the octopus is also a decent source of food here. Not like there's a McDonald's just lying around. There's the crab. He's just here for vibes. A moment to waste, one player decides to smash a window, letting some water fill up the submarine. That wasn't a very smart move.
There's rogue scientists down there.
Yeah, did I forget to mention that there's a deadly disease that the scientists have been going through? I think I did. Not these scientists, but these ones. They're lab scientists that were on the submarine from the get-go and have been trying to kill off anyone that they don't actually recognize because of this disease. Weird is definitely going on this submarine.
Escape! What's happening?
Stop hitting me.
Lab scientists were no joke. They were bloodthirsty. Our scientists had to hide behind closed doors while dodging these lab scientists to even get to places. He's being chased. Oh no. Oh no, this is a corner. I don't mean to alarm you, but this is a corner, bro.
I know.
Some of the smarter ones figured out it would be best to have one person play as decoy to distract the lab scientists, letting everyone else in their team freely move around and explore for a bit. Some of the players were too scared to actually leave the top area, but could you really blame them with all that's going on down there with the rogue lab scientists? Genuinely wouldn't trust a single soul over there.
Arteries.
Yeah, we included arteries for this event too. They're a staple. Besides the weird stuff going on with the submarine, they didn't really have any reason to really escape the submarine because they were quote-unquote safe. So began the first world event. The submarine takes a hit from a leviathan, stopping it in place, unable to move. The lowest area in the submarine begins to overflow with water. Wonder if anyone will discover it in time to patch it up.
Do we have to fix the submarine?
Decided instead of losing all hopes in the one thing providing them air at the moment, they wanted to fix the submarine up. The choice was theirs to make, and so they began searching for the submarine part that got hit. This is Xander. You may remember him from some of the other experiments, but he took it upon himself to wear the same suit as the lab scientists have. Why this is of any importance is because he came up to me prior to the event asking me if he could lead the people by claiming he has insider information. To be real, at first I was like, why in the world would the likes of me decide to do something like that? It was kind of an interesting idea, so I announced he'll be the optional guide for players on the Discord server. Alright, your boys gotta do what your boys gotta do. What he decided to do with this power is actually quite interesting. He begins by finding scientists that don't really know what they're doing here and guiding them to the scuba gear that they need to get their trust. You see what he's doing here?
Okay, never mind. Oh god, we're gonna.
Oh, he's gonna die, he's gonna die, he's gonna die.
Him and some of his followers travel outside of the submarine and quickly begin to drown because they underestimated the water pressure. This is the submarine's black market dealer. He's actually who you go to get the scuba gear from in the first place. You trade him items in exchange for it. He also has other goods that people can buy if they really want to.
There's a black market here, buddy. You can make illegal business transactions.
Wait, what is going on here? One of the most valuable metals found in these depths are known as crimson crystals. They were found all throughout the ocean floor. It's used in most of the important trades that were essential for surviving and actually progress. Aside from him, there were 3 others on the submarine you can actually trade with. There was the cook, the janitor, and finally the captain, each with their own trades useful to surviving down here in the depths. People even went as far as deconstructing the submarine that's been keeping them alive right now. Every man for themselves, I guess. Crucial requirement for the scuba gear was lava. 3 places you can actually get it from. First is the generator, second is the lower dock, and third would be the underground caves. Breaking the generator fully with 0 fuel left will quite literally blow up the submarine with everyone in it. I really hope no one tries that. Well, there goes my faith in the humankind. Besides the traders, there are creatures that also inhabit the insides of the submarine for some odd reason. There are these pterodactyls, a goose, and some sea bugs that just kind of waddle around. I decided to check up on Xander again, and it seemed it's been working. His plan of his following grew even bigger, and he started preaching. Starting to sound a little like a cult if you ask me. There were a few of them that didn't really buy into it so easily.
I don't think I trust you anymore. You're all gonna drown.
Mothers thought that the escape meant reach the surface, but that's not the case. Right side though, it does reveal that they are in fact in an underwater cave than just open seas. Others explored the lower ends of the depths and find air pockets within caves and began to mine. On the other hand, there was another team to keep an eye out for. TeamPotoris team Ballers. They are the ones with the matching skins, which are kind of hard to miss.
We can break the chest, that's the thing.
Oh, they're just looting everything.
No, dude.
Why'd you lock this?
Here goes, finish, yeah.
I got right there.
Dude, I'm literally nah.
Did you lock it out? One of their team members ended up sabotaging someone and trapped them behind a wall. So I put bedrock to further the trap. I don't know why I did it. I only thought it was just funny.
Oh, Adrian.
Oh my
Adrian, please. What did I miss? Adrian, my guy, what did I ever do to you? Adrian, I will do anything. Please, dude. Please.
I accidentally fell down here.
Oh, I will never doubt you again. Thank you so much, Adrian.
This is more power over the lives of this scientist than I actually thought I had. Someone thought about Minecraft water physics and remembered that doors were a good way to survive while dealing with the ocean.
Can we take these glass doors?
They can't slide that past me. There was no normal wood for them to get anyways. What I didn't take into consideration were the goddamn glass doors. Thought these were a good idea and now they're biting me in the back.
Oh yeah, you can actually.
Wait, buddy. Yeah.
Oh, they're figuring it out.
Figuring what out? Why am I acting like I would know this would happen? I didn't. Soon began the second world event, Infestations. We all know unwanted critters are all over the crevices in our houses. This submarine is no different to that. Besides the size of these creatures, the submarine's lower levels were filled with tarantulas and centipedes. Yeah, and so the pain begins. Even the researchers were feeling the wrath of the infestations.
Buddy, we're gonna get infested.
Yo.
Wait, there's lava.
Yeah. The tarantula killing me!
What is that thing?
It's killing me!
That's the new guy.
I can't. Look, I can't go up ladders. I can't.
Good idea. From their spiders.
Excuse me, I'm trying to. What is that thing? That looks horrifying.
What is this?
What
How you riding it?
Wait, he grabbed you.
That hurt. What
Someone
the
getting
hell?
hurt.
You guys good?
I just got sat on a centipede. I hate those. Oh.
They even got into the caves.
Spider behind you. Run.
No, I can glitch him.
You got a sword?
Yeah, I bought a stabby knife.
Oh,
what the?
that's the thing that grabs you.
Soon after, a third world event began, the Thrashers. It's one of the creatures that emerged from the deeper depths of the water. It quickly grabbed onto someone and stuck its sharp teeth into them.
Oh god, go, get down, go, get down.
God. Killing them off almost instantly. Salem was getting a few good hits in. The Thrasher quickly bit into Salem. After they all teamed up to kill it, it was finally dead. More of them emerged in the waters to be... Oh. Didn't mean for that. Oops. I didn't mean. Let me turn that off. As more time had passed, I realized I've been seeing less and less of Xander around, so I went to go check on him one more time. Xander was also one of the first players to get themselves a full set of scuba gear, but no one else here has it. They wanted to read the loot here before anyone else, so it's kind of smart.
It's good. We found a cave. We're planting a tree because we're trying to get wood.
Ooh, that's smart. Yeah, wood's really scary. How'd you get a sapling?
I don't know. So one of them just found it. I don't know how they got it. He just pulled it out. He did like a magic trick or something, but I don't know. Pretty much, we've got eight and a bit stacks of dirt, and I'm going back and trying to get some gear for everyone because I've got the.
Thrashers were hungry for some humans, using echolocation to find its next victim.
Stop pandering. Get to work. There's harvesting that needs to be done at once. Don't you see? Don't you see it? There's a team going on here. Stop praising to the god. That as a coward's. Are you giving crack? Are you giving crack to the god?
Guess some of the scientists, instead of surviving as the main goal, they decided to pick up girls on the submarine. I don't know how tactical of a move this is.
Someone tried to riz me up. Someone tried to riz me up, and I said no, and he ran away crying. I was talking to you, and he goes, wait, let me try to riz her up, and I was like, no, and he goes, and ran away. But it was really funny.
Then came the fourth world event within the submarine, actually a follow-up to the first one. Remember when the Leviathan hit the submarine? Yeah, this basically caused the lower areas to flood. Now the lower area is completely underwater and uninhabitable because there's piranhas in there too. Soon the entire submarine will be submerged at this rate, and I hope they're realizing that.
Fishes in.
The reason it's uninhabitable is because this began the piranhas swarming into the submarine and around the place. I also came to realize that they are in a pretty dire situation, so we made loot crates for a few of the players to get some of that scuba gear. We waited for someone to get the scuba gear. Eopoke emerges out of the submarine and searched for it, but he misses because he saw a piranha and didn't want to die. The flood got even worse as more time passes. As you can see, even in the middle floors, the water has gone up to their chest. It's not a good sight. Any moment, a piranha can catch them off guard and kill them off. Let alone, it could even be a shark. Who knows?
Their facility is flooded. So cool looking, bro. I don't know why. It just looks cool. All right.
Everyone that survived this far was either in the waters or at the top floor, which will soon be flooded as well. But this wasn't everyone who survived. They were just the ones we were looking at. The remaining scientists were bunked down in a cave nearby. They are known as the Cave People, owned by R4. Shortly after, even the cave started flooding. The water quite literally taking over. The only place that was water free was the station that Xander found in that one cavern. Since everywhere else was finally flooded, all the teams collected at this one cavern station, ready to find shelter in the next area known as the Recon station. They have to be careful since there isn't an unlimited supply of oxygen. Even though they do have these new suits, it's almost nearly not enough to make it to the next area without dying a bit. This is one of the checkpoints I forgot to open. Oops. Don't worry, I gave them a little air pocket because this would have been a rough journey without it. Not that mean. What a beautiful moment. Diving scientists heading their way into the Recon station.
Yeah.
And I'm sniffing your feet right now.
Davido, what the hell?
Whoa, what did I just hear?
Davido, why are you sniffing my feet? Get away from me. Bro, Adrian, get this guy away from me, please. He's trying to sniff my feet.
Oh my god.
So much for beautiful. And they arrived at the Recon station. There were flashy vines all over the place. I meant fleshy. It looked like it was being grabbed by the area nearby. The density of crimson crystals here were also heavy. Just like the submarine, the guards here were also infected and hostile, chasing after the scientists that have just arrived.
Hey, you guys must be the new scientists here to help. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! No! No! Help! Oh god! Oh god! No! 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 No, 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 no. Get out of here.
No one said this was going to be an easy journey. This began the Recon Station's first world event, Sharks.
Don't you even try and run from me, boy.
There's a shark.
Oh, we need to get back inside, get back inside. Bro, the shark's got me in his mouth. What the hell?
Shift.
While those players were busy exploring the Recon Station, others found themselves at a sunken submarine. I guess that's what they failed to realize was that there's a reason why it actually sunk. Leviathan. Would be to physically break out of the place, and they were met with a Leviathan. Thrasher was also in the lab down there being researched. But for some reason goes to challenge the Leviathan with his diamond knife. psycho. I'm kidding. He went right back in. You may have also noticed that it got darker in this depth of water, and that's because the recon station section is in a deeper part of the underwater cave. Them to live in the abyssal zone without dying, they'd either need a functional submarine or an upgraded scuba suit. Luckily for them, there was someone here that also dealt with trading these upgraded scuba suits in exchange for the high amounts of crimson crystals. Also lucky for them, there's a lot of crimson crystals in this area. At this point, there were only about 30 to 40 scientists that were even still alive.
Adrian, what do you give me for one beetroot?
One beetroot?
See your hard bargain, right?
He gave us a name tag for the goose.
A powerful weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I don't know what you said.
Cool.
What did he draw?
Especially with the sudden surge of leviathans in the area. I gave him something I probably shouldn't have given him. It was a leviathan egg. Alright, I got peer pressured.
I'll take good care. I'll take good care.
Sure hope you will, buddy. Because when a massive destructive power ever been in good hands, actually worried. Severely worried. But what's done has been done. Hopefully we don't have to pay for anyone's therapy. We continue to push back the guards, trying to explore the facility in case there's any more to find. This led to a room that's been overtaken by flesh, but also had a bunch of loot in it that contained valuable things like these advanced golden apples. I call them abyss apples. After the scientists got a bit comfortable, we decided it's just about time for the recon station's second world event, Nagas. We were in some of the recon station's room due to them breaking out of their test tubes. Though they were weak, they can quickly gather in numbers.
Oh shit! Oh shit! What is that?
Oh my god! Xander, hey!
Hello.
Hey guys, you guys want to run?
Mystique, Mystique, you need to get out. Mystique,
Everybody get out.
The scientists were all over, and some even got themselves some diamond armor after seeing the difficulty in the creatures found around here. Some of them even ended up locating a little safety station. But you know, what's the fun in a station if it's a little too safe? Enjoy the nog.
Don't be.
Oh my god.
Lord, that's not.
They started also realizing that they can mine and craft some of the upgraded scuba gear, which isn't something I really accounted for either. So while they thought they were all well and safe, a Naga crept up on them, posing as a really big threat.
This guy's trying to kill us, man. Let's kill it. I gotta protect my gang.
Oh, it's unconscious.
Oh.
Quick, while it's down. I really shouldn't be risking my life this soon again, but that works.
Remember that group of cave people back at the submarine area? R4 was their leader, and he has just been slain by a leviathan himself. I'm telling you guys, these leviathans are no joke. Scientists actually didn't know where the lab dealer was, so I re-announced the coordinates to his location to help them out a bit. Xander thought that the prices to these suits were ridiculous and threatened to start robbing everybody. They were struggling, it was pretty apparent, so I decided to give them a bit of an offer. Ended up not taking the offer at all. They did make it this far. They weren't going to give in that easily. What did help them out, however, is me giving everyone an iron pickaxe so they have a means to actually mine these crystals, since most of them don't have wood. I'm not that mean. He tried convincing me to give her some nether crystals. Flew away. I was not getting tricked today. Mining seems to really put people in a pretty desperate mood, but could I really blame them? Where things went south really quickly. Remember the Leviathan that I gave Eopoke as a gift? He noticed that there were a lot of players near the trader and decided to spawn the Leviathan in on them.
Should I do it? Is it worth it?
Go away quick, because someone's planning something.
What? What the f?
Oh no, he spawned it in. He spawned it at the dealer. Eopoke, that is evil.
So I found the lab dealer, but the Leviathan is right next to him. Listen, Mr. Leviathan, it's not that deep, please. I just need the dealer.
I wouldn't attack the Leviathan if I were you. He does a lot of damage.
Bro, I know! What happened?
I didn't place him. I didn't place him. Eopoke placed him.
I need the lab dealer, bro.
That is evil. This made it so that the dealer was impossible to trade with.
Yo, get out of here, bro.
Yeah, so the Leviathan actually started attacking the lab dealer, and the lab dealer gets knocked out of the recon station. Don't worry, I patched it up. Now, just so you guys are aware, the server at this point was also having a couple issues with lag for some reason. Best guess is the quantity of mobs being spawned and people exploring chunks, so bear with us. Goodbye, Mr. Evil Lab Scientist. It was nice knowing you, I think. Forwarding a bit of the grinding that they had to go through, and a lot of them ended upgrading their own scuba gear. This allows them to swim to, for I think about 140 to 150 50 seconds now. Improvement since the last gear. And even with my intervention, not too long later, this happens. So the lab dealer basically is floating to the top and drowning because someone thought it'd be a funny idea to flood the room he was based in. I fixed it again. It was about time that the third world event began. I gave them something to actually worry about. The giant squid. This behemoth gives a player that it attacks permanent blindness, since it uses ink to attack. Some of the players realized it was outside and was worried to even go out there and actually face it, because what's the point? All they need to do is trade to get past this part. Fun note, each time I fix the lab dealer, he grows in size. Most of the sane players stayed indoors. It's probably for the best, because they knew the main thing they needed was within the station, not outside of it. We're putting our brains to work here. Good job, guys. Imagine if they actually did. Later, we began the final Recon Station world event, the flooding. Just like the submarine, this place was going down and fast because of Leviathans as well. Leviathan crept up all the way to the Recon Station and blasted one of the closed sectors, flooding the place. Soon, they'll be forced to leave this place behind. For anyone without the advanced scuba gear, they will meet their end. Alongside the flooding, more Leviathans take this as an opportunity to attack the people that haven't left the facility. What the smartest player did was head over to the next checkpoint. They stacked up, ready to get to the next area, which is where the submarine was gonna take them to in the first place, the laboratory. Another thing is that they're entering the deepest part of the ocean, the abyssal zone. This was a longer journey that they could have ever expected, but if they don't be careful, they may find out that it's not safe in these deeper parts. It was an ice cave that they had to go through, which lied a frost moth sleeping and dormant. A madman woke him up. How they managed to kill him off though and moved forward. At this point, there was only 32 scientists remaining. After some more exploring, they kept swimming forward. Despite their only air supply being around 140 seconds long, they'd soon need a source of air. They also had to scale an underwater mountain by following the lights to their next destination, headed over to the laboratory they were meant to arrive at via the submarine in the first place. Luckily for them, they located a cave near the checkpoint area, so air was not to worry about, at least for those that arrived early, that is. And then the next checkpoint is opened. They swim downwards this time around. Some people say don't follow the lights because then you'll die. Some started doubting the lights, as if the goal wasn't to get to the laboratory in the first place with the submarine, but I guess I can't hate on skepticism. They find another cave that leads to another checkpoint, but it's been smooth sailing for our scientists here, so why not give them another Leviathan? It was actually guarding the checkpoint. The strat here being that every checkpoint is blocked, giving players the chance to catch up. Their best bet would be to stay in the cave till the points open up. But there were the brave players that decided to challenge the beast within the water. But even though some rushed to the checkpoint, if they blocked off the entrance, the Leviathan wouldn't know that they were alive down there. The camping was real. The number of scientists alive was heavily reducing quick time. After a bit of time, I noticed that no one else was really taking the risk anymore and released the final checkpoint. The players swarmed through the checkpoint, but even so, the Leviathan wasn't any less bloodthirsty. The checkpoint was a tiny area down there, so I decided it'd be best to make a bigger opening to the next area, introducing the laboratory, where all the sciencey stuff goes down on figuring out how to cure the virus going on down in the depths. As with every place prior, this place was just as infected as the last, but there were also some dormant creatures hidden across the place. Some decided to break into the facility and ended up seeing some of the dinosaurs. That's right, living dinosaur. This facility had around 16 rooms in total, which was a lot, and goes pretty far in. There are certain areas as well that are hidden and closed off for the players to actually go out and explore. There are also only around 28 players left at this time, so people are scared. They better watch their step. It also seems that not all the players are having the smoothest experience in this specific area. It is the deepest part of the ocean after all. No one said it was going to be this easy. The laboratory guards are trying their best to eliminate the scientists as they loot up and check out the chests within the area. And he's right for that. Sticking in numbers will increase your chances of survival. There's a trader on board as well that'll allow the players to stack on more supplies via killing the Leviathans. Alongside this, some of the other things have decreased in cost, hopefully making it easier for players to afford than prior trades. Then began the laboratory's first world event, Wyvern Swarms. They're not exactly the most hostile type of mobs as a baby, but hopefully supplied with a few of them, it will give them a bunch of feathers for trading with. Besides Xander's group, there was another group of interest up. They stumbled upon an upper area that they can explore into, thinking that they weren't meant to find this in the first place.
Maybe we should go up here. I'm just trying to figure out where we're supposed to go.
Dude, don't go down there. Hold on, wait.
What the frick?
We just got
Where are we
extra
going?
bread.
What the frick are you? You ugly bird?
It's a wyvern.
Tell it to shut up. It's so annoying, dude. It just squeaks at me, bro. Okay, how are they over there? I want to be where everybody else is, dude. Oh, whoa. Okay, it's right here. I found it. There's a little space up here we can go to. Holy frick, there's a lot of nasty things.
Yeah,
oh,
those
they're
are the poison
poisonous. They're
dragons.
poisonous. Yo, get up here, Neutral.
Adriens.
Neutral, get up here. There's poisonous things that are attacking us. We need all hands on deck. Kill them. Make them shut up.
Get the what? Hey, yo.
Oh shoot, let me out, I'm gonna die.
Guys, the lab scientists are
Let me out,
coming up.
let me out, bro.
Get him out of here, dude. Why are we opening this up again? These demons are coming through, bro.
I'm below you, Wizard. I'm below you.
Back to Xander's team, they were exterminating the wyverns. Funny enough, it's not for the sake of trading, but it's for the sake of server lag that's been being caused by these wyverns. W team, honest, if you pay a little more attention to the laboratory, you'll see the flesh is affecting this place more than the other areas before it. Back to Sushi and his wyvern extermination team.
They're about to meet the
frick kind of
Leviathan.
crap
This
is
is where the
this?
Leviathan's located.
I don't have any meat from those things. I didn't even know they dropped meat.
Oh, no.
It's over here? Bruh, I don't know if I'm following the right guy. Holy frick, this is not safe. Where are we?
That's a Leviathan up there.
Yeah, why are we over here?
No, you left the game, guys.
Piss, dude, the Leviathan just clapped my cheeks a little bit, bro. I'm all
Why
drunk.
would-
I got nausea. I'm all high.
There was a sign there saying jump for netherite. And there and below was also 2 dormant leviathans waiting for a yummy meal that was above them.
Jump
What
for
is this?
netherite.
What does that say?
Jump for netherite. Is
Jump
he
for
being
netherite.
serious?
That sounds...
It's 2 Leviathans down there.
Are we the only ones alive? Where's all our team, dog?
You know what? We'll give them 1 netherite. Yeah.
I'm going down.
they're-
Screw it. Be
Adriens,
brave.
where's our netherite?
How do I use fire charges? Can I just throw them? There's skeletons down there too, dude. The furthest ahead because nobody's looted these chests at all, dude.
I'm not
I think
doing
everybody
it.
else is just like brain dead. So, what are we looking at here? I see a little doorway down there. If you see to the right, that looks
Yeah.
like something. And there's a zombie coming out of it. I think the play is that we annoying them to death. I don't know. So to do this tactic, we're gonna have to swing around.
Did you hear what the other guy said?
All right. So I need you guys to cover me. I'm gonna pull the play here. We're going forward.
Guys, I pulled
Alright,
the
so my
Leviathan.
play is
Guys,
that
go,
I'm
go,
gonna-
go.
I'm gonna choose
I
to
pulled
launch
them.
water
Look.
down on them like this.
Guys, I pulled the Leviathan away. Go.
Okay, now we need more water.
Go.
I'm being shot by somebody. Please help me.
Red Geode. What do these do?
Wait,
Yeah, I got
do you-
behemoth meat. I don't know what this crap
do you
is.
have red geode?
No, I just saw it and you took it.
I got a thing called jeweled apple.
Out
Are
of
you
here.
okay?
Out of here.
Give
Out
me
of
mine
here.
through the wall. Mine through the wall. We're going that way.
This began another mini boss known as the Mother Wyvern. I placed a few more chests here with the jeweled apple to make it worth the fight for them. You know, I'm just nice like that. Interestingly enough, they also decided to use the same trick that the others, the fishing rod trick, on the Mother Wyvern. It's pretty smart, I'm not gonna lie.
I am grabbing it.
Okay.
Oh, what? It's all
right, guys. We gotta think about who wants to.
I want to think
volunteer
how we are
first.
gonna survive. Fishing got it. Never mind.
Okay. Actually. Oh my God, it's actually flying right now.
Yo, kill the thing.
Then shortly after began the Diamond Rush, where some of the laboratory would turn into diamonds to help the scientists gear up for upcoming fights, and honestly just help some of the players that are a little confused catch up with the rest of them. This begins the ending phase of the event. Players get to choose between 2 different endings. So far, they've been going through the same storyline and no choices to pick between besides how they want to go about, progressing. But one of the endings will actually give them a bad ending and the other will give them a good ending. I gave Xander a book with both choices presented to the players and gave him unlimited copies of it for him to hand out basically. Now I gave the players some time to think about what they want to do. The first choice was to stay in the laboratory and wait for the drill that the non-infected scientists are finishing soon to drill out into the surface of the place. The second option was rumors of an escape within the den of a Mother Leviathan. There was a team there of 5 that went before, but only 1 came back and he was a bit loopy in the head. But the catch is the location of this so-called exit is south of the Submarine, which meant they'd have to swim all the way back to the Submarine and head through a different exit. And as you know, most of the mini events for them to even get to these later areas have already been used up and already happened. So I thought, why not give them one last frost mod just to mess around with them a little bit. Once they reached the Submarine, they had to go upwards. Then they were let free to explore the last and final area that's rumored to have a means of escape. This area was filled with flesh and a red environment. There's a dome of air that they quickly found, thinking it was the exit, but in reality, it was only a mere mini checkpoint in case they needed a breather. I wasn't gonna make it that easy for them. What they're looking for here is actually a volcano with magma blocks, indicating an active volcano where the mother Leviathan stays to keep warm. After a bunch of exploration, some scientists finally locate the entrance of this volcano.
We've got how many Leviathans? Too many Leviathans. They gotta get through these many Leviathans to get into this.
What the heck was that?
We found it.
Yep, this is the
We
volcano.
found it?
It's a volcano, it's a volcano.
Dude, there's like 5 of them. Oh, it's a bad fight. Back up, get everybody together.
Ah, it's attacking me. Something's attacking me. I'm about to die. I'm about to die.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, bro, my ears are bleeding. Are you already fighting it? Cheese moves.
Meh.
I'm killing
Oh, freaking
it.
actually hurts. Ow.
Ah, it hurts. It hurt.
Dude, this mama's a big one, ain't it?
There was also a whole bunch of swarms of Leviathans there, which they had to go through. And the means of escape is buried under the egg of the mother Leviathan. But in actuality, these aren't the first ones that ended up escaping first. Xander's team was the first to escape the underwater cave, and they were prepared to make things harder for their neighboring team. Back to the people struggling to get past whoever it was that all those Leviathans were targeting. Rest in peace, my friend. You're gonna need it. They're literally one risk away from escape. This was actually the escape. It leads into some ruins or a laboratory type of place below. Unfortunately, he fell down but landed in a cave instead of the water that's been given to them. What even? The official second team to actually make it almost to the end, they see hieroglyphics around the laboratory wall. And they walk down a corridor of test tubes to find a staircase where the explosives that Xander wanted to light were right above them. They head up in search of an exit and realize that it's actually been rigged with TNT. Xander lights the TNT, which puts the second team in danger, freaking them out. But all of them got free and escaped. Some scientists still remain in search of the volcano, like Ensun over here, wanting to annihilate the Leviathan race. Yeah, I'm not even joking. He wanted to kill all of them. Mystic and Ensun also find their way to each other and try escaping together. Some of the other players that remained were also just as menacing. Just look at this clip right here.
Adrian, you ready?
Wait, so where's my house that I was making? I need to go back. I was making...
Don't! What is wrong with you?
Muddy was murdered by Zombie, and he tried murdering more, but it was only Muddy that had fallen to his trap. Also, this player named Swag was still at the flipping submarine. Like, what? You're at the end of the event, buddy. What even?